Henry Lee Lucas's childhood was a nightmare. Abuse, neglect, and violence shaped him from the start. His mother, Viola, was a violent alcoholic who humiliated and beat him, while his father, a double amputee, was powerless to intervene. Lucas lost an eye in a fight with his brother, a physical reminder of the brutality he endured. By his teens, he was already drifting into crime, isolated and unable to form healthy connections. In 1960, Lucas killed his mother. He claimed it was self-defense and served time in prison. After his release, he wandered the country, living on society's fringes. He met Otis Toole, another drifter, and together they spiraled into deeper criminality. Lucas was not a criminal mastermind. He was a damaged man desperate for attention. When he began telling stories of murder, people finally listened. He realized that by claiming monstrous deeds, he could command the attention he'd always been denied. The world ignored him as a nobody, but as a self-proclaimed killer, he became someone. This desperate need for significance set the stage for what would become one of the most bizarre chapters in American criminal history. Lucas's background is key to understanding the confessions that would shock the nation. In 1983, Lucas was jailed in Texas, suspected of 2 murders. Facing a possible death sentence, he began confessing not just to those crimes, but to hundreds more. He claimed to be a cross-country serial killer, even inventing tales of a satanic cult. Law enforcement, eager to close cases, treated him like a celebrity, offering him privileges and attention he'd never known. Lucas quickly learned that the more he confessed, the better he was treated. Detectives from across the country fed him details about unsolved murders. Lucas would repeat these facts back, adding gruesome embellishments to sound convincing. He became a clearinghouse for confessions, helping police solve hundreds of cases. The Texas Rangers formed a special task force, flying him to crime scenes and parading him as America's most prolific killer. The more he performed, the more rewards he received. Lucas's confessions became a spectacle, with law enforcement as his enablers and audience. The truth was lost in the rush to close cases and claim victories. Lucas's lies grew, unchecked, into a national scandal. Police failed to test Lucas's knowledge, often feeding him key details. Eager for quick results, detectives validated his confessions with leading questions. The Texas Rangers, especially Sheriff Jim Boutwell, built their reputations on Lucas's stories. When journalists exposed impossible timelines and solid alibis, the task force ignored the evidence. Lucas's claims required superhuman travel, thousands of miles a month, murders in different states on the same day. Yet the pressure to close cases overrode common sense. The task force shielded Lucas from scrutiny, creating an echo chamber that reinforced his myth. The system embraced a convenient fiction, sacrificing truth for easy answers. Lucas's false confessions let real killers walk free, leaving crimes unsolved and families betrayed. For every case closed, a true perpetrator escaped justice. Families were given false closure only to have it ripped away when the truth emerged. The case of the Orange Sox victim is just one example, Lucas confessed, but DNA later proved his innocence. The emotional toll on families was devastating, reopening wounds and eroding trust in the justice system. The rush to clear cases turned victims' tragedies into statistics. Lucas's lies created a second wave of suffering, compounding the original crimes. The legacy is one of broken hearts and unresolved cases. The exposure of the Lucas hoax forced a reckoning in American law enforcement. Police began recording interrogations and prioritizing forensic evidence over confessions. DNA technology helped debunk Lucas's claims and became the new standard for solving crimes. Cold case units re-examined murders Lucas had solved, sometimes finding the real killers years later. Police training now emphasizes avoiding contamination of suspect testimony and understanding false confessions. The Lucas case is a cautionary tale. Confessions must be rigorously verified, not blindly accepted. The pressures that led to the fiasco, public demand, media hype, and the desire for quick results still exist. The lesson: truth is fragile, and justice demands vigilance, skepticism, and a commitment to facts.